Grüezi, hello and welcome to our September community update call. HOPR is your layer 0 privacy-first data protocol which enables you to transmit data totally private and secure from Alejandro to Zoe. In our call today, Sebastian is going to talk to you about our amazing partnership with Ceramic and Jose about our Wildhorn testnets. At the beginning of this month, we started the HOPR Hunt, a 4-month puzzle adventure. 32 puzzles split across 4 different stories designed to intrigue, entertain, and learn about cryptography and HOPR. Each week, we'll reveal 1 or more puzzles. Each week, the first 10 to solve all of that week's puzzles will win a HOPR Boost NFT. Gold NFTs give you a 4% APR boost. In addition, the hunt conceals a secret, a treasure, a massive 100% APR boost NFT, and a price of 100,000 HOPR. There are also 4 map pieces, each with their own boost NFT and a large HOPR price. Clues to win these prizes are hidden in the stories and the puzzles of the hunt. Read the fantastic stories, enjoy the hunt, but before you start, here is our monthly update with Sebastian, Jose, and questions from our community.
Hi all, I'm Sebastian, founder of HOPR, and today I'm very happy to talk about our partnership with Ceramic Network. Ceramic Network is a decentralized and obviously open source solution for creating, hosting, and sharing streams of data. At HOPR, we're using Ceramic Network for making logging data from your HOPR nodes available to our developers. In that way, we can build a future version of HOPR that's even more private, resilient, and stable than today. Some of you might have also used the identity solution IDX that is running on top of Ceramic Network, which we used in our last testnet for the identification of HOPR node runners. I find this partnership also very interesting from a tech stack perspective. Ceramic Network, like HOPR, is utilizing libp2p, a library built by Protocol Labs for the exchange of data packets for the Web3. And with HOPR, I'm very proud that we're working on a metadata private data exchange layer for that Web3 and everybody who uses libp2p. And with that, I'm handing over to Jose, who will be talking about our Wildhorn testnet that just finished and the upcoming one.
Hi, I'm Jose, Head of Engineering at HOPR, and I'm very happy to share with you some of the insights we got from the latest testnet that we run at Polygon. So first of all, thank you for joining our community call. For the very first time, we have very insightful data that we are able to observe from all the activity that all the people from all over the world that were running HOPR nodes were producing, right? So as you can see, for the very first time, we're able to measure some of this data. And for instance, we managed to see that there's roughly over 100K transactions that were funding our channels and other HOPR nodes, which is extremely interesting and useful for us. In addition to that, we managed to also appreciate how some of the activities that we're doing on chain were helping maximizing some of your nodes, like closing and opening channels. And that's another thing that we can observe across time, how some of you were actually using your nodes at a specific points of time, which also very insightful information for the HOPR team. Thanks to that, and thanks to the success we got from everybody participating in the network, we're actually launching a testnet version 2, Wildhorn version 2. And this time we're hoping to also see as much or even more participation from everybody that was working with us. The testnet will have not been possible without the support of the Polygon team. Quick note, which helped us relay over 600 million transactions across all our HOPR nodes, and Dune Analytics, which helped us showcase some of this on-chain data. So thank you everybody for helping us supporting all these testnets, and we're really looking forward to seeing you again on the next time with your HOPR node. Thank you.
Or next year or whenever.
So it's in the live?
Yeah, I think it's already live. Sebastian, can you hear us or what?
Sebastian cannot hear us. Hello, everybody.
I think Sebastian is just a little bit mute over there.
Anybody want to say?
So, hello to the community. We're happy that everybody is here and we are ready for your questions. So, if you have any questions to the HOPR team, which with me is on the one hand side Sebastian, and with me here in the office on the right hand side Q, then we have Jose, also in yellow, and of course Jacob. Thank you very much for joining, and we are ready for your questions.
I don't think that qualifies as a question. We do have one question that I think that is targeted to Q.
Any info about the upcoming DAO? So yes, we are currently still preparing the DAO, and then we're about to release more information. But generally speaking, the DAO will also take place at the snapshot page with slightly different strategies compared with the last one. And of course, it will be incentivized. Yeah, stay tuned.
It is already scheduled, and we're trying to find the perfect date for the next DAO. There's another question. Will there more treasure hunts in the near future? Yes, absolutely. We now launched a bigger treasure hunt, which just started a few weeks ago. And as of now, there will be minimum one more puzzle per week for the next 6 to 8 weeks coming up. And so you're going to have amazing puzzles from our writer for the community, where each time you're able to win HOPR NFT token.
Also, maybe as an update regarding the puzzles, today we should have minted some of the remaining open NFTs that were for the winners of our previous puzzle hunts. So if you participated in some of our puzzle hunts activities and you also participated in Polygon Testnet, make sure that you check your wallet. And yeah, every NFT that you should have earned should have already been minted. If that isn't the case, please reach our support and we'll try to help you over there.
Cool, and I hope my audio issues have been resolved here. Some update also on a topic that is interesting to many people here is cover traffic. So we are working on releasing a first version of cover traffic soon. I'm not going to give details just yet. But behind the scenes, we are working on cover traffic, which is the HOPR way of incentivizing you even at early times of the network. So effectively is indistinguishable traffic that is effectively fake, but having the purpose of adding privacy for all you early users of the HOPR network. So we are also sharing soon some first details on how that is going to work. We have another question on the next version being an anti-whale, right? So maybe a quick recap here. We've seen that in a previous iteration of a governance experiment where we had one token, one vote, there are large token holders which can swing the vote pretty easily. So of course there are detailed solutions such as quadratic voting. As some of you might be familiar, these are not easily launched in a fashion that is privacy preserving. So we don't want to KYC you all. I guess you can understand why, right? We don't want you to give up your privacy of personal information as a privacy network. So that is actually a really challenging kind of research topic. And we're looking into various solutions for that.
Then we have a question if we have a new engineer. Well, we have indeed various engineers. Our engineering department is 9 people. We had the last engineer joining in June, and the next one is already scheduled in November. Plus, we're having a support for Q, who will join us as of 1st of October.
Yeah, so there's some questions on the roadmap. As you know, as I've just mentioned, I talked about cover traffic. So that's the biggest thing, right? So we're working on launching that in a safe and secure fashion. The goal is that we have these incentives which are effectively dispersed to node runners in a way that, on the one hand, is maximizing the utility of the network. On the other hand, we don't want you to get wrecked, right? We don't want your nodes to get hacked, so that's why we will launch this in a careful and iterative fashion. Also, I invite you all to check out our Book of HOPR. So if you go to our website, Book of HOPR, that's having quite some in-depth details on the HOPR roadmap, what we're planning to do. And in addition, our token page is having a lot of details on when we will have releases, when we actually want to launch which features of our product. Any other questions that we have here coming up before we close our session? I think maybe, Rick, do you want to take a question on how to win the big prize?
Oh, I thought this is a big surprise, how to win the big prize. Well, how to win the big prize. In order to win the big prize, you need, of course, to participate in all the puzzles. You need to solve all the puzzles, or at least have a look at all the solutions of the puzzles. Then you need to combine it. Then you are able to get the entire map. And from there, you're able to win. If you're the first one to solve the last big question, then you're able to win the big prize.
Q, do you want to maybe take the question on the next testnets and what are the incentives for it? So are we going to have more testnets and what are the incentives for it?
So yes, as actually Jose introduced in the beginning, we are about to launch the next Wildhorn testnets, and in terms of incentives, it will be something similar to the first one. Which means that the more interactions you do during the testnet, there's more chance of winning incentives. Yeah.
Cool. I see another question here coming up on HOPR will be product ready. So I would like to point out that HOPR is already running right now. You can use the HOPR protocol, but of course, as you know, there is very little incentives as there's little traffic on the network that is currently running on XDAI. We are currently working over the next couple of months to improve speed and reliability of that. And we do that via a series of testnets. So as you have just heard in the call, we just concluded one testnet and there's another one coming up. So these are all intermediate steps that we take for a safe rollout of a more reliable, more high performant and secure version of the network. Okay, and then there's a related question. After the testnets, can we participate in mainnet? Yes, so first of all, you can already do that now, but again, there's no incentives. So it's like you can run a node, but there's no additional upside in that. So for now, if you are interested in playing with the cutting edge version of HOPR, I invite you to keep an eye open for our next testnet. And then, of course, like what you learn through that, like what we learned through it, what you learned on your setup perspective is something that you can one-to-one use in the very same fashion in production on mainnet. So absolutely, yes. Any last questions here before we close our Q&A session?
I don't think there are going to be any HOPR NFT giveaways today.
Yes, there's a lot of NFTs coming up. I think the next NFTs are, again, going to be for puzzles. So yes, the HOPR NFT program is something that we've been now rolling for a couple of weeks. It's pretty interesting to see the engagement there. I think NFTs are a really great thing to show something that is not, the next big thing that you can drop on 100x on OpenSea, but actually using NFTs in production for something that is just rewarding a loyal community, which is all of you, for their efforts in running an early version of the network is something that is pretty unique in HOPR. And I'm very happy for the support of the entire HOPR team our designers, our community team, and everyone who helps us on that.
Cool. So this was a nice session. Any last words or comments? Sebastian?
Thank you all for joining us here today. It was wonderful to see again the wealth of questions from everyone here. I am very happy to have you all on the testnet. It's been impressive, even though we've been just running a couple of days. Over 2,000 nodes being online is amazing. Thanks for that. We're really grateful to have you because you are running the HOPR network. It's not us, it's not somebody else, it's on you. So thanks for playing along and stay tuned. There will be more and it will be very exciting again. Stay tuned. All the best from Switzerland.
Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.